What's up, everybody? Noah is back here from our review of the brand new Hallmark Channel film for Christmas, Christmas at the Golden Dragon. This is the new countdown to Christmas film all about Romy and Rick's parents who surprise them with the news that they will be closing the Chinese restaurant that they have owned and operated for decades. The siblings each find themselves reevaluating their futures, and also impacted by the news are the landmark restaurant patrons, loyal patrons, and staff who have all come to depend on the restaurant over the holidays. This is one that just has too much here to really sink your teeth into to each story. There's subplots here, and what a good script does is it delves into these subplots enough to get you intrigued with every single one. To me, there's too many love stories here. There's too many love stories, there's too many subplots, there's too many characters in this film. I get it, families can be huge, but the problem here is there's only one romantic storyline that I was interested in the whole time. And that was between the chef and his friend, who's a girl who has liked him for a long time. She wants to date him, but he's so focused on the restaurant that she's just kind of given up on it. Christmas at the Golden Dragon is a fine little film overall, but the script really bogs this down with too many characters, as well as too many subplots to really sink your teeth into. They don't really keep you hooked with the, oh no, the restaurant is going to close. They don't keep you too involved or too intrigued with the overall stories of the head romances with Kara Wang's character. You don't really care. You're sitting here and I was enjoying the one subplot with the chef. But besides that, this is a fine little film overall, and I'm going to end up giving this one a 3 out of 5. And here in a minute, we are going to go over the ratings for these. But Hallmark has had a great year this year of diversity. Because looking at what they've done recently, we had one with an Italian family. We are going to have one with a gay couple in it. We are going to get black leads. We are going to get plus size actresses now. So we're getting a bit more diversity instead of the stereotypical white attractive woman who is somewhat skinny. I mean, I'm not saying like supermodel skinny, but skinnier than your typical actress is, than what a lot of people want to see. Because let's be honest, more diversity, please. Diversity is needed in Hallmark or in any genre, in any film or TV show. It doesn't matter what they look like, as long as they're a well-trained actor and a great actor who can deliver a performance that elevates the script material, then that's what the film really needs. Now let's get right into this. I'm going to end up giving Christmas at the Golden Dragon a C. If you do not want to see anything about the ratings or hear about the ratings, then I will show you guys next time. Now, for all of you staying, this is the ratings for the Hallmark Channel films for this weekend. We had In Merry Measure, which is my personal favorite of this entire weekend. I think this is a strong film. I think it works on the comedy and on the romance, but also the musical numbers. The musical numbers is what really intrigued me with this film. In Merry Measure worked for me, one, because I was in choir. I thought the chemistry was there between Patty and Brendan. I really like Brendan Penny overall as an actor. I think this is one of the stronger films that Hallmark has done or has had for Christmas this year thus far. The Royal Nanny, let's get into this. In Merry Measure did 1.60. And then we go up to The Royal Nanny, 2.57. Why did this one do better? I'm going to tell you why. They marketed this one better. Each week, there's one film that Hallmark really pushes. And I mean really pushes. The first one that they truly pushed was Noel Next Door. They did not really push We Wish You a Merry Christmas or A Kismet Christmas. Those were just films that were on. Those were just on. The second week, it was obviously A Cozy Christmas Inn. Last week, it was Lights, Camera, Christmas. This week, it was The Royal Nanny. The Royal Nanny got publicity out the wazoo. And I understand. It has a Home Alone feel to it with the comedy aspect, with the slapstick comedy and the royal. Everybody loves royalty films. like A Royal Christmas, A Crown for Christmas, multiple other ones. One Royal Holiday. Now, does that reflect how the film is? No. Because just because it gets great ratings doesn't mean it's a great film. Let's be honest here. The ratings just tell Hallmark what the audiences want to see. And then we have Christmas at the Golden Dragon with 1.81. 2.57 is what The Royal Nanny did. The Royal Nanny did 2.57. That is the highest rated Hallmark film since February. Since February. I'm not even kidding you. February, we had The Wedding Veil Legacy at... This one's it, right? Yes, 2.93. So this film didn't do as strong as the Wedding Veil films. But that's not awful. This had no major star for Hallmark where everyone's like, even if you're not a Hallmark fan, you would know these names. Lacey Chabert, Alison Sweeney, Cindy Busby, Cameron Matheson, Danica McKellar, Candace Cameron Bure, Alexa and Carlos Penavega. Non-Hallmark fans know these names. But what it had going for it was the publicity. The publicity is what really helped this film. They were pushing it because Hallmark believed in this film more than anyone that they had this past weekend. Was it a good film? I thought it was a good little comedy film. But that doesn't mean that it's the best film of the weekend. Now we're going to go down here to movies and mysteries. Last week we had a Maple Valley Christmas get 1.04. That's a great rating. That is a truly great rating for a Hallmark movies and mysteries film to get. That isn't a mystery film. Mostly it's their big names that get these ratings. And last weekend's film, we had Peyton List and Andrew Walker. This week, we had Sarah Power and Beau Bridges in Our Italian Christmas Memories, which I do have a review up on my channel right now for. This is a good film. There's some issues with it. Check out my review if you want to know my thoughts on it. But this did 0.85. And that is a high rating for what we've gotten recently. Let's take Christmas out of it, okay? Let's take Christmas out of this. Because looking at what we have here, Christmas usually does the best for them. But last year was not a spectacular year for their movies and mysteries films. Ratings-wise, yes, but ratings are down this year. And with movies like Unthinkably Good Things, To Her With Love, Midlove Crisis, Heart of the Matter, The Journey Ahead, and Perfect Harmony not doing fantastic numbers, 0.85 is really, really good. I think that's really good. Andrew Walker built up the ratings for A Maple Valley Christmas. This week we have Taylor Cole and Benjamin Aries. The next week, we have Holland Roden and Tyler Hines. Let's be honest. Everyone's going to want to watch that one. That's going to be probably the highest or the second to third highest film that they have this entire year on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. I don't believe... Well, if we were talking about Strictly Christmas. Strictly Christmas? Yes. For the year, it'll be in the top 5, I think. But then we got The Holiday Stocking, The Gift of Peace, and 5 More Minutes. This is a film that I'm really looking forward to. These two films, I think, are going to be the two strongest ones we've had from Hallmark Movies and Mysteries this year so far. And if you look at the schedule for Thanksgiving week, it is insane. It is insane what we have coming out. How are we going to keep up? I don't know. We have a new Lacey Chabert film. We have a new Rachel Boston film, Hunter King film, a brand new Chandler Massey film. We have a brand new film everywhere else. I have no idea. But this is just a film genre that I love. Hallmark Christmas. Let's be honest. That's why you're here. You want to know my thoughts on these, and we're going to go into the ratings every single weekend. Well, every single Tuesday or Wednesday. It just depends on when they come out, because sometimes they're a bit late. Sometimes I'm a bit late getting the reviews out, but rest assured, the Hallmark reviews will keep coming every single weekend, guys, and I will see all of you guys next time. Thanks for sticking around.